What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? I do have a very special video for you guys today. So we did a all white gear challenge. I'm all the time on stream saying, yeah, I can pack this kit up in white gear. You don't need good gear to be good at PvP. You just gotta know what you're doing. Well, today on stream, I decided to put my money where my mouth is. So I do have a free to play, no monster sets, all white gear and no mythic items. I went out on my Dragon Knight and I 1vx the best of my ability, and this build is absolutely awesome. It's not obviously meta, but it does get the job done. So if you are new to PvP, you just want to craft some sets, put them together, and they're all craftable, by the way. So everyone has access to them. So if you want to slap this build together, have some fun with it, go into Battlegrounds, go into open world, you guys are more than welcome to it. Enjoy the clips and then we'll hop into the video. Peace. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. So as a proof of concept, just to show you guys that this build actually does work if you're a free-to-play player and you don't have access to anything besides someone crafting the sets for you, I made everything white just to show you all that it does work. And then the clips you saw at the beginning of the video were just literally 1 day of streaming, 3 hours of streaming, and that is all. If I'm able to get that in 3 hours in all white gear, I'm sure you guys with the decked out gear or anything upgraded really, or anything using monster sets or mythics, anything is going to amplify your gameplay just exponentially. Okay, so put my money where my mouth is. I think it worked out pretty well. Okay, so this isn't like a top tier build, don't get me wrong, there's definitely better builds out there. So this is one of the strongest builds that you could possibly run on the Dragon Knight if you want to go this route. So we are going to go with the mechanical acuity route. So essentially what mechanical acuity does, it will give you 100% crit for essentially 5 seconds. So the way you accumulate these stacks is every single time you don't deal critical damage, you get a stack of acuity, which gives you 20% critical chance. So upon reaching 100% critical chance, you do get a buff that lasts for 4 seconds, at which all of your attacks 100% critically strike, which is very strong on the Dragon Knight because you will stack a metric crap load of your stats into crit damage, so you have 100% crit chance, right? And you also use corrosive armor, which ignores your enemy's resistances. So you guys saw that I was still able to hit people with 10, 11k whips and whirling blades, even though I don't have any gear whatsoever, really, and that's how we're able to do that. It is a little bit tricky to pull off the playstyle, but once you line up your acuity with your corrosive, it's just going to flow. It'll take a little bit of practice though. So we're running Access to amplify our critical damage, running a shot glyph as well as a poison glyph, running a charge trait on one hand, and then on our main hand you want Nerd Hood. On our back bar, running Daedric Trickery. This is an amazing all-around set. It's going to give you health, stamina, magicka, and then you'll get a rotating bonus of 5 major buffs, which is going to be a major expedition, protection, mending, heroism, vitality, which is all just amazing on the Dragon Knight. So this is going to be our defensive set. With your weapon damage enchantment on the back bar is going to be Berserker, giving you your weapon damage enchantment. I just repeated that, you know, recording hard. Okay, it's been a long day. It's been a long day. Trait, we're running defending. It's going to give us our spell resistances. We actually do have pretty decent resistances, even though we're in all white gear and we only have 1 heavy on. Now, when it comes to the armor weights, if you are feeling a little squishy, and I did feel a little squishy, you can put more heavy on the build. I only have 1 heavy armor on this build, so if you want to be a little more tankier, you can do that. But again, this is mostly just a bunch of tomfoolery, just to show you guys that you don't necessarily have to have the best gear in order to pull off really good 1vx's, okay? So The other set that we're going to run is just going to be a 4-piece Clever Alchemist. Naturally, if you wanted to make an actual build out of this, you would replace the 4-piece Clever Alchemist with a 2-piece monster set, a 1-piece trainee item, and also a 1 mythic item of your choice. So if you want to min-max this, you know, piece it up how you get out the resources or whatever. This is kind of meant for newer players, and just it's like a fun video. It is a fun video to do. I really enjoyed it, actually. It was tough, not gonna lie, but we got her done. Traits wise on her gear, we got 5 medium, 1 light, 1 heavy, just to maximize Undaunted naturally. The heavy reinforced chest is a must. You'll want impen, don't do well fitted. You don't get enough added bonuses from well fitted having white gear on. So definitely go impen in hindsight. And on the jewelry, I do have 2 cost reductions with bloodthirsties traits on those, and I do have 1 infused weapon and spell damage. Now, again, the race is Khajiit. You can run Breton, you can run Dark Elf, you can run Khajiit, just whatever suits your fancy, okay? Skill-wise, we're gonna go over Deep Breath, Shattering Rocks, Flames of Oblivion, Molten Whip, Whirling Blades, Ferocious Leap, Back Bar, we get Ignis Weapons, Coagulating Blood, Resolving Vigor, Volatile Armor, Cinderstorm. You can swap Cinderstorm out for Race Against Time if you have access to the Sigil Order skill line. If you don't, you can just slap on a Cinderstorm, which is really, really good. The reason it's really strong on this build is because we're running a lot of cost reduction, and as a result, instead of channeling this ability and it costing magic per second, it actually doesn't cost us anything. This is free to cast per second. And of course, on the back bar is our bread and butter, is Corrosive Armor. So when it comes to champion points, we just went balls to the walls of damage. So we're going Fighting Finesse, we're running Cleansing Revival because this is still bugged to where it cleanses all negative effects on you every 24 seconds. It does not matter your health threshold. Master at Arms, Deadly Aim. Going over into the red tree, we are rocking Sustained by Suffering, Pain's Refuge, Fortified, and Survival Instincts. And that about does it for the build, guys. If you all have any wacky challenges that you want your boy to try to undertake during the live streams, by all means, let me know down in the comments. I've had some people suggest that I run around with just my fist or resto staff. So any ideas you guys have, yeah, just let me know down in the comments, and maybe I can make this into a series of which I put together these wacky builds for these wacky challenges. And maybe I can even extend the branch to you guys to attempt them yourself. You'll send me your clips and we'll just see who's got the best 1vx clips. You know what I mean? I think it'll be really fun, make a nice little community event out of it. Anyways, guys, it's good to be back. We look forward to producing a lot more content to you guys in the future. And before I peace out, a huge and glorious shout out to my new patrons, my new YouTube members who continue to support me through my month-long hiatus of ESO. I really appreciate each and every single one of you, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Don't forget to like and sub, and I'm out. Peace.